a lot of time. Oh, it looks like they're going, or at least Leon is going. Yep, Leon's going. GasterStreams is kind of lagging behind a bit. But Leon's able to exit the underground with a 380. He actually does a slightly different underground strategy to what most people do. Most people do a small jump at the end there, which I find personally more consistent, whereas he does a big jump off those blocks with the coin on top. But I suppose whatever works for him is good. I don't really know what's happening with Ghost's stream, not gonna lie. It's running at about half a frame per second. So we have Leon entering 1-2. I don't know whether he's... It looks like he's gonna go for... Oh no, he hits the Cooper there. So he's playing 1-2 kind of safe, probably not gonna go for these pipe jumps. Yeah, waits on them. He's probably gonna lose 3 to 4 frame rules in 1-2, or around 1.5 seconds, thereabout. And yeah, he exits with a 341. Optimal time is a 346 out of there, without going for any crazy clips or anything. So he loses probably 4 or 5 frame rules there. So, 4-1, again an easy level, you just run through it. He's gonna go for the swag pipe jumps because, you know, you have to show off with those. Again, GasterStream, I have actually no idea what's happening over there. Leon goes for FPG, or flagpole glitch, but it looks like he got what's called AFO, which is where you jump a frame early. So, if he jumped a frame later, that might have worked, but I believe he got AFO. So, Leon is entering 4-2, about to do the wrong warp. He's going to do the regular 3-bump method. Oh, he misses the 3rd bump, so he goes for the 2 safe ones, enters with a 372 on the timer. Tons of pixels to spare because he did an extra bump. So he loses around 1 second in 4-2, but it isn't that big of a deal. Not really. And enters 8-1, which undoubtedly he's going to be playing really safe, not going for any pipe jumps, I would assume. So yeah, he waits out on the first pipe jump, and probably not going to do the second. It's interesting how he hits, after that second, where you would do the second pipe jump, there are 3 Goombas, and he hits the second Goomba, whereas I always have hit the 3rd Goomba, which I feel like... I mean, it doesn't make any difference in terms of time, it's just interesting how he does that different to me. Anyway, he waits on the 3rd pipe jump as well, and reaches the end. Gaster looks like he's in 1-2. I'm really not sure what's happening over there. Oh, Leon finishes with 6 fireworks, so he's going to lose quite a bit of time there. He's going to lose probably about 4-ish seconds. I don't really know. But thereabouts, around 4-ish seconds, but still on decent pace, probably still on maybe like 506 pace-ish. So he enters 8-2. 8-2 isn't really that big of a problem. He doesn't go for the safe strat though in 8-2. So he doesn't know what this Cooper at the end is gonna do, but he... Oh, but oh, he goes for the lightning 8... Oh! He was going for the lightning 8-2 bullet bill glitch setup, and then ends up dying to the bullets. So he's gonna lose quite a lot of time there. I don't know if he's gonna try and get bullet bill glitch again, or if he's gonna try and finish the level, but he ends up dying to the bullet. The bullet bill glitch setup that he was going for isn't the one that people usually do in runs, it's the one that... Oh, and he dies to another Cooper there! I don't know if he knows about the BBBB strategy for 8-2, which gives you consistent patterns, and it's very easy. It gets you through 8-2 every time. I think I mentioned this yesterday when I was commentating as well. Anyone looking to run this game, learn BBBB for this level. Just do it, so that you don't have what happened to Leon there. And he dies again, he game overs in 8-2. Thankfully there's the continue code, and I honestly have no idea what's happening with GasterStreams, so it looks like he's still in 1-2. I'll have a look on his actual stream. Yeah, on his actual stream. Oh, I think he forfeited because he just used a save state on his actual stream, so I might mark him as a forfeit. But honestly, I can't tell what's happening with him. Yeah. So anyway, Leon game overed in 8-2, and he's gonna probably just play it safe, not do any risky strategies. And he manages to get 6 fireworks again, so he loses, 3 or 4 seconds. 3 or 4 seconds not being that big of a deal at this point because his pace, he's on pace for maybe a sub 8. Probably around 7:30 if he plays well. And yeah, I think Gaster forfeited this race. By the looks of it. Leon being very careful not to die there. Almost gets hit by a Goomba, but not quite. Waits it out on the stairs and finishes with a 3:29, so loses about 4 seconds, roughly over optimal time, but again, 4-second time loss. Not that big of a deal when you've game overed. And anyway, enters 8-3. So 8-3, again, kind of a problematic level if you're not on pace, because you have no idea what these bros are going to do. He gets nice bros at the start. You occasionally can have this kill one at the bottom, but he doesn't do that there. He gets nice bros in the middle. These 4 bros are awful, because sometimes you can die to them no matter what. Oh, he barely touches a hammer. I think that was probably avoidable, but the 4th bro... Oh yeah, Gaster says he's forfeiting, so... So Leon, when he dies to that 4th bro, it looked like it was going to jump and throw a hammer at the same time, so he might have died to that anyway. I don't know, but he died to the first hammer anyway. So he finishes with a 2:43, doesn't manage to slow down in enough time, so ends up with 3 fireworks. He's probably on pace for somewhere around, maybe an 8:20 right now. Probably around an 8:20. Actually no, way faster than that, like an 8:10. Assuming he doesn't mess up or die. So he takes the slightly safer route in the first stream by going across the elevator, wastes a couple frames, it's not that big of a deal, goes for 2-frame wall jump setup, and manages to hit it. We have to hope he doesn't get tubed in the turnaround. He scrolls the screen really far, about 6 or so pixels too far, 6 or 7, but again, not that big of a deal. Only loses like 0.1. Maybe 0.2, and gets through the water fairly cleanly. He has a little bonk at the end, but overall it was fine. In the words of JT Not, Bowser please. He waits on Bowser. Oh! He gets hit by a hammer. So he has 1 life left, so he's gonna have to hope he doesn't get cheaped or anything, or dies to Bowser again. So he goes for 2-frame yet again. Does he manage to hit it? He does. Again, oh, there, he actually had a pretty decent turnaround there. I think he scrolled the screen either 1 or 2 pixels further than necessary, but it was still really good. He managed to save the game second there, which means that his turnaround was pretty fast. And again, has a fairly clean water. Probably maybe lost 1 frame there, I don't know. Waits on Bowser again, and manages to run under with a 9-minute flat time. And there we go, so Leon wins that first race. Imagine winning a race with a 9-minute time. So I think we're going to be getting into the next race in a minute. Yeah, they're just running up in Discord. So yeah, LeonToast had the smoothest run ever. There you go, 9 flat is the best run he's ever had. Looks like GasterStreams is frozen. So I don't know. If he's not able to get that back, then Leon might just win by default. We're probably going to end up playing the second race. Anyway. Yeah, his stream seems frozen. Oh no, it's still there. It's not quite on the speed gaming stream, but his actual like main stream is half working. I mean, it says the forfeit has already been given, but that was for round 1. This is a best of 3 tournament, so we have another round to play. Where if Leon wins, then he wins the like overall race, because best of 3. So anyway, Gaster says he's ready in Discord, so probably gonna be starting in around a minute. And let's hope they have better races than they have last time, because that wasn't amazing. Yeah, as iPal says, really great race. Anyway, should be starting in uno minuto. It looks like they're both on the title screen. Gaster is like in his 0.2 FPS stream on the title screen as well. Oh, there we go, they're starting. Oh, I need to actually press this button. There we go. So Gaster manages to get a 380 in 1-1. The underground was actually really clean. It might have been fast enough to do flagpole glitch on it. He goes for flagpole glitch, gets... I think that was D70, but it might have been C40. D70 is what the right subpixels are for flagpole glitch, which means that you walked for 1 frame, ran for 2 frames, then jumped, and I think he might have got that, but I'm not sure. Gaster still seems to be on the title screen. I don't know if he's actually started or not. Doesn't really look like it. Leon plays 1-2 safe again. I don't blame him for playing safe after last race. And what's interesting is that before he turns around in the 1-2 warp zone, he does a full jump. I don't know if he does that on purpose to, like, line him up at the right spot to turn around, or if he just does that because why not? So last time, Leon went for 4-1 FPG and got AFO, which means he jumped a frame early. Let's see if he goes for it again. Yeah, he goes for it again. Manages to get D70, but fails his pole input. So I believe those are the correct stair inputs, it looked like. Leon entering 4-2. Last time he missed the question mark block that he does his third bump off of. That's actually a pretty good strategy, doing the third bump off the question mark block, because most people do it off the elevator, but doing the third bump off the elevator is a pretty precise... Oh, Leon scrolls the screen too far, so he has to kill himself and try again. But anyway, doing the third bump off the elevator, which most people typically do, is actually pretty precise. It's fairly easy to mess up when you're new at that strategy, whereas doing it off the question mark block, I don't know if you get a ton of pixels from it, which is maybe why people don't do it, but it seems a lot easier of a strategy than the elevator bump. So anyway, Leon waited it out on the pipe to try and line himself up right. And he's entering 8-1, so did he... No, last time 8-1 was clean for him, but he got fireworks last time, but in both 8-1s, so... Let's see if he doesn't get fireworks again. He plays it pretty safe, doesn't go for the pipe jumps or anything. has a little bit of sloppiness there, but it was only loses maybe a second. Oh, he gets the star. So getting the star, I don't actually recommend that much, because so people looking to learn the game, this section is actually fairly easy to get through, and getting the star wastes like 5 seconds, maybe more, because you have to wait for it to bounce down. So, but Leon gets it anyway. He finishes with 188. Really? He must have only lost like 3 or 4 seconds going for the star. I thought I lost more than that. So maybe it is a decent strategy. I was always told never to get the star there. That was like the one star that I was always told never to get. But it doesn't actually lose as much time as I thought it did. Anyway, so Leon had a really rough time last time in 8-2. Let's see if he does it again. Doesn't go for BBBB, so I assume he just doesn't know about that strategy. Goes for bullet bill glitch, and oh, doesn't go for bullet bill glitch. There was a bullet, he could have gone for it. I don't know if it was a decent shot or not, so it might have only saved 1 frame rule instead of 2, but he could have gone for it, but instead finishes with 339. I don't blame him, he doesn't want to die to that bullet again. Anyway, let's hope these bros are nice. I'm not entirely sure what pace he's on. If I were to guess, I'd say maybe 520-ish pace, because he had to die in 4-2. Anyway, the bros are clean, so he's in 8-4. Meanwhile, Gaster is in 8-1. So anyway, Leon enters 8-4, probably on, let me think, maybe 530 pace actually. Around 530, I'd say. Judging by the time he entered 8-4. So he goes for 2-frame wall jump again, which gives him, as the name suggests, 2 frames to do the wall jump, so it's fairly easy. He gets it for the 3rd time. And does he get tubed in turnaround? He almost got tubed in turnaround. He just killed the fish as it came up to him. Goes through water, swims quite high, so he's gonna have to swim pretty late to avoid that fire bar in the middle. But he gets past it, and has a pretty clean water exit. Again, maybe lost like 1 frame there, I'm not sure. And doesn't challenge Bowser. Oh! He thought he could run under him, but then he changed his mind right at the last minute, so he dies again. So, despite being one of the favourites to win the entire tournament, and he does have the best PB out of everyone here, doesn't have the cleanest of races, does Leon. So anyway, he gets 2-frame wall jump for the 4th time. Doesn't get tubed in turnaround. Nope. So again, he's probably on maybe like 620 pace here. There we go, I think that was a perfect exit. And gets loader-booed. Wait, isn't that game over? It is as well. Well, Leon clearly hasn't been having the best of times. To be fair, a lot of what he's been dying to has just been bad luck. Like, the Bowser that he had before was kind of hard to run under, and then getting loader-booed or having a low poder-boo is, again, just bad luck depending on what frame you enter. That final room you can get killed. Oh! Gaster forfeits, apparently. I didn't notice that he'd forfeit, but he sent a message in Discord, I just noticed. So, yeah, so Leon basically has a guaranteed win as long as he doesn't forfeit. So he just needs to finish out the game, and then he wins the overall set of races. And gets fireworks again. Leon seems to be pretty consistent at finishing with a 196. Which means he must be playing something fairly slow, because usually... Oh, he might not... I wasn't paying attention, but he might not have done a final jump, because usually if you play 8-1 perfectly, but without any pipe jumps, you can get like 197, 198. And he dies to 8-2. I couldn't quite tell if he hit the first Cooper or not. I think he might have like barely missed the first Cooper and then just jumped too early to I think he jumped too early to have a chance of getting through that. So he grabs the 1-up, wasting around like 10-15 seconds there, but I don't blame him at this point because he has been having a bit of an off day. And manages to get through those Koopas. Will he go for Bullet Bill Glitch? Nope, there wasn't a shot. Something that I wonder, can you... I was thinking, I wonder if it's... I swear I heard somewhere, like, months ago, that if you're Big Mario or Fire, you can get Bullet Bill Glitch by bouncing off the higher bullet. I don't know if that's true or not, but I remember someone talking about that, like, a really long time ago. But, like, I remember seeing that in a task ages ago. Anyway. Leon manages to get through 8-3 without... He gets through 8-3 pretty unscathed. Possibly sub-10 pace. Not entirely sure. Yeah, probably just barely sub-10 pace. If he plays, like, a decent 8-4, it could be, like, 9:58. Thereabout. So, let me guess, he goes for 2-frame wall jump. Oh, he goes for 1-frame wall jump, gets the 1-frame jump at the start, but doesn't hit the wall jump pixel. Looks like he jumped a little bit too late to hit that, so maybe not quite sub-10 pace, probably going to be like 10 flat, 10:01. He gets a decent turnaround, scrolls the screen around 3 pixels too far. Pretty clean water section there, didn't touch down, and... maybe perfect water. His exits are really weird, so it's kind of hard to tell. Anyway, and barely misses out on the sub-10. That was like 10... Well, his splits say 10:01.01, which is actually a pretty cool time to get, but... probably 10 flat, because I imagine he split a bit late. So there we go. Leon wins the tournament, so I think we're going to have them pulled in here for an interview now. Binary time. Yeah, Leon getting the smoothest races I have ever seen in any tournament ever. Kappa. So anyway, they're going to be getting an invite in a second. Oh, there we go. Leon is in the commentary thing, so he'll be joining in a second, probably. Not the tournament, he won the, like... Did I say tournament? I meant the race. Anyway,
Hi.
Leon is here.
Dude, I don't know why I got so good times. I hope it doesn't look like I'm testing.
Yeah, you did amazing during those races. So how do you feel you did?
I hope just that people don't think I'm testing, because I'm not.
Yeah.
No, I hope against Lexino I'll do better, because Lexino is a good player.
Yeah, he has. So Leon's gonna be going up against Velxino next race, who has a 457.210. So that would be actually a pretty close race, because both of them have, you know, times with flagpole glitches and good 8-4s. They actually have the same speed 8-4 in both of their PBs to the frame. So anyway, oh yeah, Gaster has joined the interview room, but he's okay, there we go, he's unmuted.
Hi, Gaster. Gaster, I'm so sorry. I think that was the best race I've ever seen being streamed on Speed Gaming. There is no better race.
But
the best quality, the best runs.
I only forfeited just because I thought you would like get a sub-6 or something. but
yeah, you probably could have
9
actually
minutes,
won
10
that if you didn't
minutes.
forfeit.
Yeah, I actually could have beaten Leon, but I didn't know he was a...
Yeah.
Yeah, Bowser was a little mean.
Okay, let's hope I...
At least you didn't get choots in
Let's hope I get
turnaround
like
though.
losers around. Yeah.
Yeah, getting tube is pretty disgusting. I don't like that.
get the
I don't
scripted
like
bit.
getting the fish. Yeah, I don't want to be scrimmaging.
Anyway, so I guess this is the point where we talk about you guys' PBs. So Leon has a 456.861, the best PB of anyone in this tournament, tied with
And the
JT Knott.
best race times.
Yeah, best race time. So do you think you're gonna beat your PB anytime
Yeah.
soon?
Of course, with those runs, I mean, just go. No, I've been like doing school a bunch, and last 2 days I've been playing like just practicing. But I think I got some great times. Like Gaster, Gaster had really good times as well.
Yeah. So I would ask Gaster about his PBs, but first I want to say, are you gonna record with OBS anytime soon?
Oh no.
Oh.
Sorry.
Wait, no, that was Eyeball, right? Who said when he gets sub 5 he'll do screen recording?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So really, it's wait, Gaster, you're gonna do the same thing when you get sub 5. You're gonna get OBS.
I think
No
I have an
response.
idea. I have screen, but I think I can screen record next.
Okay, so I don't know who you're up against yet, Gaster. I know
Quality was-
Leon, you're against Doxino. So
Alexino,
That's-
it's like 4 a.m. or
Wow.
something for the Alexino.
he was
So-
awake as well at the beginning of this.
I'll call him and say, wake up. We have to do
Okay.
races. So he's not practiced in, so he may be like. But yeah, guess who will win next race?
Oh, so Gaster, you're up against Lakuki next race. Who
No. Oh wait, no.
Lakuki
Double
being
no,
one of the
the
best
double
people
no.
I've ever seen to run this game. So
Yeah.
you're gonna have a really good time there.
Have a really good chance, guys.
So anyway, I don't really have a ton more questions. If you guys in chat have any questions, post them in chat. Someone says, who is high as hell geeking out in the background? And possibly Leon.
I have a weird last. That's true. I'm not I'm not like a smoker or anything. I am not doing that. That's dumb. If you do
So
that,
anyway.
you'd have to leave life.
Yeah, so anyway, I'm probably gonna end this. What does pal mean?
Please end this.
PAL is the standard of speed that consoles run in European countries at 50 hertz or 50 frames per second. It's also the current that electricity comes out of the mains 50 times per second. Anyway,
And it is also dumb.
yes, this is also dumb. So anyway, we're probably gonna end this around about here. Sorry for the slightly longer setup time.
And sorry and I hope this inspired you to get sub 10
yeah,
in SMB.
hopefully this shows you anyone can get sub 10. So anyway, be sure to follow LeonToast and GasterStreams 319 on Twitch. And anyway, we're gonna end this off right about here. So, bye.
Bye guys.
Bye.
Dude, the races were so great.